These 40 countries will give you legal residency and in some cases a path to citizenship without investing a single dollar. Just one requirement: prove you can support yourself. This is the independent means visa, and it might be the most underrated immigration option on the planet. In this video, we'll cover 40 countries with these types of visas and why you should pursue them. When most people think about getting residency abroad, they picture golden visas with $500,000 price tags or citizenship by investment programs that start around $100,000 and go up from there. And yes, those programs exist. They work. We cover them extensively on this channel and in our 250 plus residency and citizenship program pages on imidaily.com. But dozens of countries have a back door, a simpler path that doesn't require you to put capital at risk. If you're a retiree with a pension, a digital nomad with steady clients, a dividend investor, a landlord collecting rent, or anyone else who earns money without needing a local job abroad, you already have the golden ticket. So what exactly is an independent means visa? Different countries call it different things. Rentista visa, pensionado visa, non-lucrative visa, financially independent person visa. The names vary, but the concept is similar. You prove to a government that you have enough passive income or savings to live in their country without working locally. In return, they grant you legal residency. Now, how does this compare to investment migration programs? Citizenship by investment requires you to invest or donate anywhere from $100,000 to over $1 million. In exchange, you get a passport. Residency by investment, your classic golden visa, typically requires $50,000 to $500,000 in real estate or funds. You get residency, sometimes with a path to citizenship. With an independent means visa, the investment is zero. You're not giving anyone money. You're simply proving you already have it. So who actually qualifies for these independent means visas? The sweet spot is anyone with reliable income that doesn't depend on a local employer. Again, retirees receiving pension payments, freelancers and consultants with international clients, investors living off dividends or interest, real estate owners collecting rental income, entrepreneurs taking distributions from their businesses, even crypto investors in some cases. The actual requirements vary by country, but most programs ask for some combination of these. Monthly income, typically ranging from $1,000 to $5,000, depending on the country and whether you have dependents, or lump sum savings, usually between $25,000 and $150,000 in a bank account, plus proof of housing, either a lease or property ownership, a clean criminal record, and health insurance, often private coverage with international validity. Colombia's pensionado visa requires just $900 per month in income. If you can document that level of passive income, Colombia will give you legal residency. Compare that to Portugal's golden visa, which now requires a minimum investment of 500,000 euros in qualifying funds. Here are the 40 countries currently offering independent means visas broken down by region. In Europe, you have Austria, Cyprus, France, Germany, Gibraltar, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Jersey, Liechtenstein, Malta, Serbia, Spain, and Switzerland. Now, European programs tend to have higher barriers. They often require significant physical presence as well, which makes you a tax resident. But several, like Cyprus, Malta, and Ireland, pair residency with favorable tax regimes. More on that in a moment. Latin America has an abundance of low-barrier programs for most applicants. Argentina, Barbados, Belize, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay, and Venezuela. Entry barriers here are considerably lower. Income requirements often start under $2,000 per month. And critically, several of these countries offer fast tracks to citizenship. Then you have Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Indonesia, Mauritius, Philippines, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and the United Arab Emirates. These programs rarely lead to citizenship, but many offer territorial taxation, meaning zero tax on your foreign-sourced income. For the right profile, that trade-off can make sense. Now, let's talk about the programs that matter if your goal is a second passport. Here are the fastest paths to naturalization through independent means visas. Argentina, just 2 years. Dominican Republic, just 2 years. Armenia, 3 years. Uruguay, if you're married, 3 years. The standard naturalization period in most countries is 5 to 10 years. Caribbean citizenship by investment programs, which cost $200,000 or more, process in 6 to 12 months, but that's because you're paying for the direct path. Argentina's Rentista visa lets you become a citizen in 24 months for essentially no investment. You just need to prove income of around $2,000 per month and spend almost all of your time in the country. But if you're willing to actually live there, you can hold an Argentine passport in 2+ years. That passport, by the way, offers visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to over 170 countries, including the entire European Union. An extremely valuable second citizenship. This is why independent means visas are underrated. People spend $250,000 on Caribbean citizenship when alternatives like this exist. Now, if your priority is tax optimization rather than citizenship, different countries rise to the top. Cyprus offers non-domiciled tax status for 17 years. That means foreign income remains untaxed as long as you do not remit it to Cyprus. Panama and Mauritius both operate territorial tax systems. Income earned outside the country is simply not taxed even if you live in those countries. Period. And the United Arab Emirates has 0 personal income tax. No tax on salary, dividends, capital gains, or anything else at the individual level. Combine an independent means visa with one of these jurisdictions, and you've potentially restructured your entire tax situation without investing $1 in a golden visa program or a second citizenship. Now, independent means visas sound almost too good to be true, right? And while they're legitimate, there are traps you need to understand before applying. First, tax residency. Getting residency in a country often makes you a tax resident of that country. And tax residency comes with obligations. Some countries will tax your worldwide income the moment you're approved for a permit. Others offer non-domiciled status or territorial taxation. The worst outcome is accidentally becoming tax resident somewhere with high taxes when your goal was the opposite. Trap number 2, no path to citizenship. Some independent means visas are dead ends from a naturalization perspective. Thailand's privilege visa and the UAE's various residency options are prime examples. They offer great lifestyle benefits and tax advantages, but they will never make you a citizen. If a passport is your ultimate goal, these programs will likely not get you there. Trap number 3, minimum stay requirements. Many countries require you to spend at least 6 months per year physically present to maintain your visa, and therefore require tax residency as mentioned before. If you're planning to collect residencies in multiple countries and rotate between them, check the fine print. Some programs are flexible, others will revoke your permit if you're not actually living there. Now, if you like this video, you're going to want to watch our breakdown of 11 digital nomad visas that actually lead to citizenship. It's a similar concept, low-cost residency that can turn into a passport. But the requirements in target countries are different enough that one path might fit your situation better than the other. If you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. We cover investment migration, second citizenship, and global tax planning every single week. See you in the next one.